Welcome back, YouTube. Titan Fragrances here, your blue-collar hobbyist. I'm going to come with you. I know I'm a little late to the party probably. Lots of people have already put it out, but I had to do my part. It's a 10 cheapies for the fall. These are going to be less than $30, and these are prices not at retail shops. These are like Fragrance Net, Fragrance X at your discounters, and of course your rack store, stuff like that. So I'm going to get right to it. I'm down south, so I'm still experiencing like mid to high 80s, so I'm still looking not for the super sweet. Some of these are though. As for some of y'all are really into the cold now or colder, I'm gonna run right through it, give you an honorable mention. No particular order, maybe in ascending as far as cost, because the first one's gonna start out at a really low price. But if this is first time coming out, welcome out. I hope you enjoy the content. I hope you find it in your heart to subscribe. Doesn't cost you nothing. Hope you like, comment, everything like that helps me out. For those returning, welcome back. Appreciate you guys so much. You don't know. Trying to pump out this content. I just got done with the gym. It is like 11 o'clock tonight, so I'm really trying to grind out. A lot of things going on. But without further ado, let me give you the honorable mention. This one right here, actually, the only reason it's honorable mention, I just picked it up today, really. It's Guess Seductive Homme Noir, and this thing right here is really for those you're gonna have to like. I mean, it's a mashup basically of Invictus and Paco Rabanne 1 Million. The cinnamon definitely comes out. That Paco Rabanne 1 Million, but it's very bright right out the gate. Little bit not overly sweet, not quite Invictus sweet, but you can sense that DNA. And then the mashup with the 1 Million, I think, works well. I just sprayed on my hand, so again, I don't know longevity. It seemed to last pretty good. But if you like those two, or if you like that style of fragrance, you ought to check this out. This is about I got this for like 14 bucks at a rack store. So great little bottle. I think it would look nice in any collection. It won't put a dent much in your pocketbook to try this out if you like those two kinds of clones. But that's my honorable mention. I'm gonna go on to this other one. This thing is dirt cheap. If you're trying to just add something to your cart to, kind of get to the free shipping or whatever, this one is definitely, if you like 1 Million. This is a Cuba Royal. This thing really comes off like a 1 Million clone. Sprayers ain't bad, but for $7, you're going to smell like it. It's not as potent, as powerful. So if 1 Million's a little too overbearing, then this might be right up your alley. It still has that vanilla, still has some tobacco, a little bit of cedar, some woods in there. So it really works great. Very inexpensive. Just throw on if you're going to go do something. It's not, like I said, it's not a projection monster. It's not going to last all day. But for $7, you cannot beat the price on these. These are unique kind of design too. All the Cuba styles, they're all interpretations or stuff of others, but definitely worth a check. Next one, another bargain basement. I got this at Marshall's. It's Triumphant. It's hard to find this. This is by New Parfums. It's Triumphant Bronze or something like that. But this thing is like a Spice Bomb clone. And it ain't bad for the, if you like Spice Bomb, this is pretty dead ringer. And for, let's see if I can get it to focus in there. $9.99. I mean, I just grabbed it just to give it a shot. I smelt it there because they're open. And for $9.99, I mean, it's not a project. Again, it's not going to project like Spice Bomb or anything like that. Very similar. If you like that vibe and you want it for cheap and you just want maybe something that's going to be just a throw down scent, this would definitely be right there for you. So give that one a shot. Again, at a rack store, that's the only place I found it at. Now, this one makes a lot of lists. And I think for this time of year, it really works out. You probably see it over and over, but rightfully so. I think it's for the price, you can't beat it. CK1 Shock. This thing definitely, it's like 22 bucks for this big old bottle sprayer. And it has that, they say, an energy drink accord, and rightfully so. You kind of get that from it's almost a little childish, a little teenager teeny bopper type style. But the CK1 Shock adds some tobacco. It has that effervescent feel, so it's kind of energetic. It really is. Leans a little youthful, I think, but I really enjoy it. I think it has some semi-sweetness to it. with that little bit of tobacco. It really works pretty well. And for like $22, it won't break the bank. Definitely, you see it on the menu list, and I think it rightfully deserves to be on there. I think it's a good departure from most of the CK type stuff, but it is mass appealing. So if that's what you're looking for, this will definitely work, and for a very good price. Now the next two kind of go together. It's the tobacco collection from Zara. I know they made many lists, and rightfully so. It's going to be rich, warm, addictive. I'm sorry. And man, this one it definitely punches both of these. There's a coconut and tobacco. It's part of the tobacco collection, but the coconut in here with the tobacco has some sandalwood. It's creamy. It really, I love this for bedtime. I think it really works real. It ain't gonna last forever. Obviously, it's like $20 if you buy just the single. But man, it punches well over the price point. I think it's just a great one. Build memories. It's a cuddle fragrance, in my opinion. That coconut really adds some great feel to it. I really enjoy it. Really blends well. And the other one is Intense Dark Exclusive. And at first, I wasn't sure about this one, but after I sprayed it a little bit more, yeah, it has a little bright opening, some apple, some bergamot. Then it goes it has a little bit of, it's like mint and basil in the mid, which is going to give it a little, or slightly herbal, a little fresh, but then of course the tonka and some tobacco starts brightening it up, sweetening it up, and really darkening it up. And I think the names work pretty well. But like on the Zara website, I think you get, or even at Zara itself, both of these for like 29 bucks. They're 100 mLs, or you can get them individually for $19.99 or something like that. Absolute bargain. I think these are going to work great for anybody that likes the tobacco scents. It's not overly bearing tobacco, so I think you can wear it daytime, nighttime, anytime that you, especially for close encounters. I think this would really work great because it's not going to sock your partner in the face. It'll definitely draw them in my opinion, and I think they work really, really good. So those would be there. Now, you've seen these lines. You can pop Target, Walmart, things like that. They're about 20 bucks for 100 ml. This is Spice and Black Vanilla. Okay. Again, this is, if you see my channel anytime, I do really like Spice Bomb. I really have enjoyed that fragrance. But this one, it's a little brighter. It doesn't open up quite like a Spice Bomb, but I guess the bourbon vanilla it has, the cardamom in there, it adds a little sensuality. I think it really leans in that vein. It's not exactly, but the sweetness in there, I think it'll carry well. It's not a projection monster. It's not a longevity beast, but man, it'll do the job. And for $20, you can spray heavy, spray often. I think it'll definitely do the job. You're gonna smell great for that price point. Awesome buy. Now this one I really, really, really fell in love with. Man, I just don't think it gets enough love in the community. This is Halloween Man X. And sprayer's great. Oh man, it has like a roasted coffee, whiskey, and leather accord, as they call it, a blackjack accord if you hear about it. But really that roasted coffee, it's such an addicting, it's not overbearing. It's not like you're in a coffee house, but you can sense it. You can smell it really well. Comes off your skin really nice. It adds some uniqueness because I don't think many fragrances do as much with the coffee as I'd like to see. The whiskey and the leather, just perfect for this time of year. I think it lasts above average, pretty good, throughout the day. It's not going to be in your face, but it's going to be an alluring type of scent. And I view the fall as, it's times when you're going to start to get a little closer. Starts to cool down. Like I said, it still has just a very unique type of smell to it that, like I said, give this a shot. And this one is going to be like $24 for the 100, I believe. Fragrance Net is the last time I've seen it at. I think you get it on Amazon or different places like that. So definitely not hard to come by, but I don't think it gets enough love. I definitely love this one more and more every time I wear it. We're going to go to the Bentley house, Bentley Momentum Intense. This one right here is going to come off with some lavender, some bergamot. Sprayers aren't too bad. And it's very reminiscent of CH Men. Kind of has some tonka and some sandalwood in there. It has a little mild sweetness. freshness. That lavender is very clean. I think it's blended pretty well. And this one is like $27. So really not going to break the bank. And I think it's going to give you a great office scent, a great scent to just every day, anytime. And just you're going to be clean. You're going to be gentlemanly. I do like this one quite a bit. And again, for these price points, I think they really punch well above their price point, and something that you can add to your collection without hurting the pocketbook. This one, I know they get a lot of hate on longevity and things like that, but I do think John Varvatos, this is Dark Rebel Rider, is a house that has good scents. You know, they smell great. They have some uniqueness to them. They're not going to be uber unique to the point where you're going to be polarizing, like hate it or love it. But this one is pretty nice. It's dark. It settles the name, and it's, you know, definitely that leather. It's wrapped in like a faux leather kind of deal, but there's some leather, some resin, some cacao in there, and it's, man, it really, the leather, if you love like a dark, and I think it works, black leather jacket type of look, or scent. Like if black leather had a scent, this is what it would be. And I think it really is more for a mature man. I think it's definitely going to be something that, for the price, I believe these are like $25 for this size. And man, it's definitely going to fit well in a rotation for nighttime, more so, I believe. And definitely now with the cooler temperatures. But if you like leather and you like that bad boy kind of scent, I think this is definitely right up your alley. You're still going to smell great, but definitely had to make my list for this time of year. Now on to the last one. I know I guess the big brother gets most of the hype. This is Bentley for Men, just the regular one. And I guess I'll send a shout out to TOTGO Ross over there. He had turned me on to this one in one of his videos because he did say the same thing. Bentley for Men Intense gets all the hype. And rightfully so. It is a powerhouse. It's definitely something that lasts and punches way above its price point. But this one is just, I think, just more. That one is a little bit more, to pull off, you got to be a little bit more secure. I think it's just a little more powerful. This is a little more subtle. So for fall, this is going to work great. That other one, Bentley for Men Intense, I would say more for wintertime. But this one right here is still a gorgeous scent. Oh, man, it has rum. It has some cinnamon, some cedar, and some leather. It is just great. And it's not so powerful. That Intense does come off, and it really is a powerhouse. But this one is toned down. It's just right. It's balanced out great. It's really has just really, really good scent. I'm telling you, I think I like this one better than Intense. Intense is just, again, it's more for the cold weather. This one right now, for even fall and maybe a cold spring, Bentley for Men is definitely the way to go. And this is like right at the $29 price point. Again, this Bentley line tends to punch well above its price point. So you won't be disappointed in, I think, the performance and the smell. Now, if you don't like leather, if you don't like those type of notes, then it's not going to be for you. But again, these are all within a price point that I don't advocate blind buying. But again, you're a grown adult. You do what you want. I think that these are some, if you hadn't looked in these directions, hopefully it gets you a chance to look at those. And again, if you're just having to throw in something to a cart, if you guys are like me, buying different things and you need a little couple extra bucks, some of these might fill right in there and get you to that free shipping or whatever. Definitely, I think these are something you can look at. So I hope that you like this content, and I hope you find it time to go down there, subscribe down there, and leave me a comment. Maybe give me some other suggestions. I do have quite an extensive collection that I'm always trying to build up and look for new scents. So I hope this finds y'all well. Y'all stay safe out there, and I'll talk to y'all soon.